Hi, I'm Eileen Rendall, and welcome to Writing Humor, or Are You Trying to Be Funny? You might be asking yourself, why bother trying to write funny in the first place? Humor's gotten me through a lot of dark days. It's allowed me to approach topics that I might not have been brave enough to approach otherwise. My first book with a major publisher was, in many ways, an ode to the way my family uses humor to get through difficult times. Do Me, Do My Roots is about three sisters, one of whom has lost her husband to a brain tumor. Coincidentally, I happen to be one of three sisters, and my husband died due to a brain tumor. Making the topic of my grief funny allowed me to write about it and process it, just as my sisters making me laugh during some of the worst days of my life made me feel like I could keep going. So how does humor do that? It offers us some protection when we're tackling challenging topics. Dave Barry's piece on getting a colonoscopy is a great example. Nobody really wants to talk about colonoscopies. He makes you want to hear about it because he made it side-splittingly funny. While he has you laughing, he ends the piece with a plea for everyone to get a colonoscopy. It's essentially a public service announcement. There's science to show how this works. Laughter triggers an increase in endorphins, those brain chemicals that make you feel good. It's a little easier to think about colonoscopies and their ramifications if we're protected by a little endorphin boost. Humor can make upsetting information more palatable. I think that's why comedy news shows like The Daily Show and Full Frontal with Samantha Bee are so popular. Laughter lessens the tension that upsetting news can bring. It is literally comic relief. Laughter causes physiologic changes in heart rate, circulation, and oxygen intake that relieve stress. So how do we use humor in our writing? Well, as in the example of The Daily Show, you can use it to lessen tension. Sometimes we need to give our readers a break, even, or perhaps especially, in stories with a lot of action and suspense. It can be an effective tool in controlling pace. Humor can increase the way a reader identifies with your characters. Humor is an implicit association test. If we laugh at the same things, we are working from the same basic principles, the same worldview. So if someone picks up your novel and thinks your heroine is funny, your job of getting the reader to identify with her is partially done. As important as this is in fiction, it can be even more important in creative nonfiction. It's a way to connect with the reader so they want to hear more of your message, the way we all actually want to hear about Dave Barry's colonoscopy. Well, that's it for now. In the next lesson, I'll be talking about different types of humor and what it is about them that makes them funny, and we'll be taking the first steps in the creation of our class project. See you then!